You too, what it do? It's your boy, Shout Out Reaper. We back with another video. And if this video is what I think it is, I might even respect Maximilian Dood even more. Now, am I a subscriber of his? Yes, I am. Do I watch him? Yes, I am. Do I go to him for certain fighting game news because I love playing fighting games, or just hearing about it, or watching other great players play the game and stuff like that? Yes. Even when I'm just chilling in the house and I'm done doing what I'm doing for the day, I might, you know what I'm saying, go upstairs, cut on his channel, watch him live, whatever he doing, if I'm interested in it. I think Maximilian Dood is a cool ass nigga, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, coming from the black community and all that, you feel what I'm saying? I know he a white dude, but like, he cool as shit, you feel me? Now, if he gonna keep, because I haven't seen a top creator or people that really, you know what I'm saying, can get their opinions and their facts out to the masses. I haven't really seen nobody of that significance. Even I'm talking about top players, creators, whatever, really talk about the PC side of what's going on with Marvel Tōkon. I've put my videos out there. I've said what I've said, and they've reached whoever they're supposed to reach. I can only reach but so high because of who I am and where I'm at in this game. But let's see what the man had to say.
Get the last word.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to talk about what was supposed to be the second golden era of fighting games. I feel like I said this many times before, but it's constantly because these fighting games release and disappoint everyone. I mean, It's true. This was supposed to be the second golden era of fighting games, but they're all...
Well, Street Fighter Multiverse, definitely, it had a height, and then it just dropped. Because remember when it first came out, it was good. They dropped it, then they brought it back. It was good, and then they dropped it again. I think Street Fighter 6 is still great. Tekken 8 had his woes, but I think it's still going to be around. The big three going to always be around because they can always make another game and then reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? What the community is feeling. You feel what I'm saying?
All flopping. They're all underperforming. They're all having terrible...
2SKO was cool to me.
Look at the 5-year history and go all the way back. Guilty Gear Strive was the first one to come out. And that one, honestly, is doing pretty good. The developers put out a good update a couple of months ago. And they reverted a lot of the stuff that the players didn't like. And the netcode is good. The gameplay is good. The viewership is high. That game's doing as perfect as one could. King of Fighters, you don't really hear too much about this game.
It's not as popular.
Kind of like being washed away with all of the new fighting games that's coming out.
I do want to try Fatal Fury.
Staying competitive in the year 2026. Another game that didn't even come close is DNF Duel. That game flopped so hard it was dead in like a month. Before it's released, though, it was the most talked about thing on the planet. I don't know what happened to that game. Maybe someone who's still playing it to this day can explain down below in the comment section. But as for the biggest fighting game of this era,
Street Fighter 6,
it was a massive success. It has a lot of people playing it. It
and
has
still
a totally
playing it.
New audience, but it's silently hated. So many people dislike the way that the game is, but since their audience is a majority Japanese players, that means they don't get that much backlash, because the way that the Japanese people are, they don't really complain. They kind of complain in like silence and like secret and like behind closed doors, but they don't really do so openly. So that kind of allows Japanese companies to just do whatever they want. It's muddying up what should be one of the best fighting games to ever be made. The developers are even saying that they're not going to change any mechanics. Those throw loops that you hear people talking about all the time, it's going to stay. As for Mortal Kombat 1, this is another massive success. Even though that game had a lot of problems.
No, that shit was trash. I mean, because it's Mortal, but like coming from Mortal Kombat 11 to Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 11 is just a better game, bro. I would rather watch Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay than I will Mortal Kombat 1.
With its Nintendo port, overall the game still went on to do very well in terms of numbers. The biggest problem with that game is that the developers just don't support it. They did 2 seasons and then they abandoned the game. They fully embraced the idea that that game is for the casuals, which it is, but it also at one point in time was for the competition. But in the year 2026, that doesn't exist anymore. As for Tekken 8, the sales remain hidden. They haven't given us an update since season 1. We're on season 3 by the way.
I like the season 1.
The design is highly controversial, and just like the Street Fighter 6 developers, they say they're not going to change these mechanics. As for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, I rarely hear people say bad things about it. And then as for the next release, you have 2XKO, and once it finally hit the shelves, no one cared about it at all. The development
well, it was free. 2XKO is free, so you can't really complain. Second of all, like I think that it just doesn't have the popularity. I think the the characters where they come from is popular. You feel what I'm saying? But like the game itself is not popular enough, in my opinion.
The game was also rough, and on launch it was considered a flop, and a bunch of its staff was laid off. For Invincible Versus, a similar thing happened.
That shit just
combat and gameplay was considered clunky. It had some online issues, and that resulted in, once again, some staff being laid off. This all leads us to Marvel Tōkon, which was supposed to be one of the greats, one of the most hype, with one of the best IPs, backed by one of the biggest publishers. And seeing that this game is going down the way that it is, Maximilian uninstalled the game. Everyone's talking trash about it. I mean, I would say that it's
no, Max. I ain't know he did all that, bruh. Damn. Like, you gotta understand, like, it's a difference between a person you watch because they're a great player, they're a pro fighter, pro player, whatever the case may be. You know them because of that. But then you got the creators. Max is one of the creators. Like, the reason why I follow him when it comes out to fighting games, because I think that how can I put it? He doesn't allow himself to, like, it's like how Call of Duty content creators is. Even though they know the game is bad, they'll portray like the game is the greatest thing on earth. Compared to different fighting game creators such as Maximilian, if the game is bad, he's going to tell you the game is bad. And you also can trust his judgment, because this where he come from. This where he built his audience and all of that. I haven't been following him that long, but if you certain videos that I have watched of him, and he go or lives when he go back and tell you how he became who he is today, he been doing this shit for a long time, bro. So it's like when I as a PC player, because you gotta know he has a top end PC. I ain't even pocket watching. He making good money when it comes down to this content creation shit. So I know that he has a top end PC. If you go look at the requirements for Marvel Tōkon, I have me personally, I have what it takes to run this game. And this game runs like shit, bro. Even in the episode, even when you're not online, even when I'm in practice mode, it's so sluggish. This is my thing. I think that Sony, because Sony doesn't want to put some of their PlayStation, not Sony, well, Sony PlayStation, whatever, don't want all of their games on PC because they're scared of what PC is capable of when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, getting games and this, that, and the third. If you know, that they're trying to be, okay, this is a Sony only project, a la Wolverine, things of that nature. So they decide to, because if anything Marvel for real, they want to keep it on the PlayStation. So them, like when they announced that, even the open beta, and when I seen PlayStation, I was like, I know it's gonna be on PlayStation. But then they said PC, that raised everybody, like, oh, they're gonna drop it on PC. That's what's up. Then when it comes around, and then I tried it on PC first. I'm a creator, so I would normally want to be on my PC because I can just create better on my PC. It ran like shit. I had to go to my PlayStation, which I rarely play. Only time I want to be playing that PlayStation is Wolverine and GTA 6. I had to go over there. It played fine. So yes, the conspiracy theory is out there that they are sabotaging the PC game, the PC port. They are sabotaging it because they want you to go to the PlayStation. That's my theory, but I'm gonna let this man continue on. Shout out to Maximilian, man. I love this. I love Marvel Tōkon. Marvel Tōkon is a great fighting game. Playing it, watching it, whatever. But it make you hate it because of how bad it is on PC when you're a PC type of player.
But it seems like they did it to themselves. Sony might definitely be the worst publisher in history at this point. It's almost as if they sabotaged the game. One person said that these problems feel kind of intentional. If you think about Sony's overarching plan of really destroying PC and making everybody go to PlayStation, buy games digital, sign up to their software, hand over their information. If you don't play the game in 30 days, your account get taken down. If you just think about what they've been doing, and then the way that
I can't be the only, like, we not dumb
with the garbage.
We're
it
not
all
dumb.
just adds up so perfectly. And just to list out some of the issues that I've seen that this game is suffering from, you guys can add more in the comment section, or you could tell me whether or not you disagree with these. Like I said before, I play on PlayStation, so these problems don't really affect me, but I think it's my duty to report on these because, you know, the more people we have talk about these things, the more likely it is for it to be fixed and faster. So some of the issues that I've seen is, one, PSN account is required for Steam. The second thing, and this was one of the most controversials before launch, is that the game got blocked in over 132
I didn't know
countries,
that though.
and this is due to a PlayStation account being required on Steam. If that wasn't a requirement, all of those countries would be able to play. Sony's SD,
which would mean you'll have more people to play. You can really test your skills. You can really grow a community. You can really grow an audience. Like Marvel Tōkon would have changed so many content creators' lives for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, this probably would have been one of the best fighting games of this generation. That's how good Marvel Tōkon really is. And because of who the developers are, and because of the character selections that they chose to put in this game, it wasn't your normal characters that you thought would have been in this game. And how they was going about it, some of the characters that we would have got, that we probably still will, it's still early, but it's set up for like, oh my God, bro. Like they can do so much. They can do so much. And like I said, I voiced my opinion to my brother. Like I said, I felt like they sabotaged this game because they wanted people to go play this shit on PlayStation. There's no way you can go boot up that console knowing that majority of people's PCs is more powerful than a console. And it runs smooth and fine. You flying around, bopping everywhere. You doing what you know what I'm saying? You playing that. I can go play Avatar Fighting Legends right now on my PC and be fine. I can go play Invincibles Versus on my PC and be fine. Tekken, be fine. Street Fighter 6, be fine. What's the problem?
EK also is running in the background. It's just like spyware is how a lot of people who play on PC feels. There's also a lot of unnecessary loading of anti-cheat software in the background, which is slowing down people's PCs. You also have terrible optimization. Even though Arc System Works had popularized rollback netcode, with Marvel Tōkon, it seems like they're taking a couple of steps backward. And as of now,
the closest thing to fresh air in this office is your boss's screensaver.
Now we don't know why that is. Another head scratcher is that there is no Linux version of the game. There's also no modding of the game. This means that there is no capability of putting
I'm not so big on the modding thing because I love my Marvel characters, DC. I love my characters how they are. That's me personally. I'm not too much on the mod. Like that's not a big deal to me. Optimization is the biggest deal to me. Linux players wanting to play is the biggest deal to me. All them other countries wanting to play this game is a big deal to me for the simple fact that you're hindering the community base, you're hindering the FGC, you're hindering PC owners. For what? To get them to go buy a PlayStation is not that serious, bro.
Potato mod on the game to make it run smoother for lower spec PCs. There is no hitbox images, and there's also no recolors with mods. Modding is such a big thing. Even Street Fighter and Tekken 8 allows it. I think Mortal Kombat even allows it as well.
I know it's a big thing. I'm just not. It's not that big for me.
Even interacting with some mods, so you can see how it's embraced by other fighting games. And then another thing that you cannot do is rip the models from the game. A lot of people were complaining how you can't create any fun animations, and then the Gooners out there was talking about how you can't create any Goon animations. We know how much free publicity Marvel Rivals get for having these two things active. So once again,
I never knew that.
not making any sense there with that decision. All of these issues that I listed out is basically resulting in some players refunding the game. And it's also shattering the review score. It's going back and forth between mostly negative, negative, and mixed. It will probably level out in the mixed category because sadly enough, the game is honestly not bad.
It's not bad. Yes, it's fun.
Everyone who plays it loves it. Well, not everyone, but you get my point. The annoying part is that people cannot play the game. And this is resulting in the player count dropping from 30,000, which honestly it should have been way higher than that. If you take into consideration
it's
all
Marvel.
of the connection issues, people weren't even able to get on at the same time to make the player count what it was truly supposed to be. But it dropped from the 30,000 to 15,000, and hopefully it doesn't dip down a little bit lower than that. I've seen some screenshots where it goes to,
and to be honest, this is where, as if they're gonna be, if we FGC, whether you're a big content creator, small content creator, you just like fighting games, whether you're a pro player, whatever it is, if everybody can play, if everybody can enjoy this game, we need to have some type of cohesiveness on what we're gonna do so that we can get this bullshit up out of here. Not the game, but the actual optimization of the game, the actual all these, you know what I'm saying? What's the, for a lack of words, all this gatekeeping that's going on, and get it out of here. Because this is a great game. When I played that game on the open beta on PlayStation, I didn't put it down. I got to a diamond rank on the beta, playing that game nonstop, trying to learn characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, bro. That's crazy.
About 9,000. Once more time passes, we'll be able to see what demographic and what region of the world that is. But it's just completely unnecessary for the game to be panning out this way. And of course, everything exploded when Maximilian uninstalled the game live on stream. Before I play the clip, look at the tweet he said. Tried Tokon on PS5 against only PS5 players and had a wonderful time. Even with a 3-bar, 100+ MS, matches were smooth. Just going to stay away from the PC version completely until things get figured out. These guys have to quickly put together some type of patch to fix this, because the longer that this goes on, the more people that try to get refunds, the more people that quit the game, it's only going to cause permanent damage. How often is it that people return to a game that they quit? But now let's take a look at the clip here where Maximilian actually uninstalls, because this happened live on stream. So it starts off here with Maximilian playing in an online match. He's using Wolverine, Blade, Carnage, and Dr. Doom. I actually seen him posting some Dr. Doom memes on Twitter. And this is the thing. People don't hate the game. They like the game, right?
Yes.
But, you know, with the game being unplayable, it kind of forces your hand to uninstall.
Look at the glitched out victory thing. Look at the crazy ass glitched out victory above my life bar. I'm trying to do hard fucking combos in this shit, dude. This is bad, chat. I don't think I can play this anymore. It's making me like the game significantly less. It's just like the game's unfun when we have to deal with all this. You can't do anything. You just have to like watch it stutter like crazy.
Bruh, bruh, I can't even talk. Oh my god, bruh. I have reacted to every character, combo guy, whatever. Every character guy they didn't drop. I've been following and covering this game since the beginning. It's crazy.
Only play PlayStation people and be completely fine. So yeah, I think I'm good. It doesn't even make me want to get better at the game. It just makes me frustrated. Let me do this, so I don't tempt myself again. Let me uninstall this so I do not have to.
Hey Max, you a real one, bro. Max, and I think they paid, or they did something with Max, because Max had made a video, like a total breakdown video on how the game was supposed to be played before the game even came out. So of course he got some type of relationship with this development team, with what was going on. You see what I'm saying? Bro, that's why I'm voicing my opinion with my brother, and he just dismissing it because the type of PC he has, it runs fine over there because he has a souped up PC. You don't have, like, trust me, I have all the requirements to run this game. I have tried so many ways of dealing with options and whatever the case, graphics and whatever, to the point to where, as though, like, I'm not going to uninstall it, but I'm just not going to play it. I can't even practice combos. It's crazy, bro. Shit is crazy.